Hello, welcome to Dungeon Drawers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today, for Alien Week, this is our sixth review. We're reviewing the movie Progeny, 1998, which is Brian Yuzna movie. I swear to God, I swore after watching Faust, I wouldn't review another Yuzna movie. Not Faust. Initiation, the fourth Silent Night, Deadly Night movie. That movie was so bad, I swear to God, I would never watch or review another Brian Yuzna movie, except for Society. But I accidentally broke that promise when I saw this movie, read it up, and thought it looked interesting. Didn't know it was a Brian Yuzna movie till I already locked into the list and told people I was going to review it. So I kind of put myself in a corner. So Progeny 1998 is a sci-fi horror movie starring Arnold Vosloo as Dr. Craig Vernon. You have Gillian McWhirter. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Sherry Burton. You got Brad Dourif as Dr. Bert Cavell, who is barely in the movie. Lindsey Crouse from The Arrival, which we also reviewed for Alien Week, is in this movie as Dr. Susan LaMarche. Wilford Brimley, the diabetes guy, is in this movie as well as Dr. David Weathery. And you got Willard E. Pugh from Guyver is also in this movie as well, as Eric Davidson, the guy who runs the hospital. So the movie is about this couple. Arnold Vosloo's character is an ER doctor who's married and is trying to impregnate his wife. One time when they were making love, they get visited by aliens, and they wake up, and 2 hours later, they're still in the same position. They lost track of time, but they pretend like nothing happened. Months go by. She's pregnant, and they're able to trace back the inception to that night, right? The problem is our boy Arnold Vosloo has this low sperm count, and one night he's drinking at the bar with Wilford Brimley, and he sees Brad Dourif character, who's like supposed to be a UFO alien expert on TV, and he's convinced that fucking aliens cucked him. They cucked our boy, Arnold Vosloo. So, he starts seeing this psychiatrist who puts him under regression therapy, which is when the psychiatrist or whoever hypnotizes you to make you recall forgotten memories, like lost memories. So he knows that he was visited by aliens, which the alien abduction scene is actually pretty cool, because you have like one version of it, and then you have a second version near the end of the movie, because Brad Dourif explains that when we encounter strange the strange beings, it's kind of normal for us our memory to play tricks on us and make them seem more human-like than they were, which is fucking weird as fuck, because they look like kind of like the alien Greys, but pure white, slimy, and they have tentacles. Then you find out at the end of the movie, the wife character recalls what happened to her a second time, and we find out that not only do the aliens do not look like Greys, they look more fucking demonic. They look more demonic. They're like giant demon-like scorpions. Which, there's a theory online that aliens are not really aliens, but they're demonic entities that fuck with you for your dreams, right? And that's why you'll have somebody who's like thinks he's been abducted by aliens, but nobody saw anything that night, right? Or like how because there's like UFO abduction stories where like a guy gets abducted, but he's like right next to his wife and she didn't see anything, right? So like the excuse is, oh, they're fucking with your sense of time, but really it's like they're having, or at least the demonic alien theory is they're fucking with you through your pineal gland, which is part of your brain that connects to the unconscious and other dimensions and shit. And that's how the the demonic aliens or demons can fuck with you through your pineal gland, which, you know, Joe Rogan talks about it. And yeah, so like, I don't know, you guys can look up that shit on your own. So yeah, one point they go to see, they get an ultrasound, and Wilford Brimley is like her doctor. They do an ultrasound. The alien, you see the alien baby, it's so fucked up, so disturbed looking that Wilford Brimley has a heart attack and dies. But their idea why that happened was because the aliens, because not only did he have a heart attack, but like all the machines went out at the same time. So it's like the aliens have like this probe inside the one girl's brain that nostril cavity that like will, whenever the baby's in danger, release like an EMP kind of pulse, right? So they were able to kill Wilford Brimley by turning off his pacemaker. So our boy dies in this movie. So like what happens is the psychiatrist is convinced that, you know, that she's going crazy because of her relationship with Arnold Vosloo. They try to take away Arnold Vosloo's wife from him. So before that happens, Arnold Vosloo and the UFO expert take her, put her in a room, and they're going to perform surgery on her to try to take the baby out, the alien baby out. What ends up happening is that the UFO expert, Brad Dourif, pussies out halfway. He thinks, you know, he's going to die, and, you know, he doesn't want to be involved, right? So he pussies out. Arnold Vosloo is able to take the alien baby out of her by stopping her heart and making the baby think it's dead, so the baby would try to escape, right? Because there was a scene where like Brad Dourif shows Arnold Vosloo VHS tape of Alien Baby from Russia, where like the alien baby's mom died, and like, you know, he popped out of the stomach, you know, trying to escape, right? What ends up happening is the aliens show up, steal the baby, right? And so what he thought he had like 3 minutes to get her heart pumping again. Turns out he lost track of time. He lost like 20 minutes. So our boy's in jail, and the aliens continue to fuck with him. So yeah, so I thought the movie had a very interesting premise. Obviously, that's why I watched the movie and thought it would be good to review for Alien Week. There's some cool practical effects. You know, that's the one thing Brian Yuzna and Brian Yuzna's boys are good at, is practical effects. There's body horror stuff, if you're into body horror stuff. I don't know. My problem is I watched this because I thought Brad Dourif was gonna play a really cool character, and he didn't. He's barely in the movie. He put like I said, he pussied out like the fucking coward piece of shit. Yeah. So I thought the acting was good in the movie. You know, it's more of a bottleneck movie than I thought it would be, but you know, it's still a pretty cool movie. And if I were to give it a rating, I would give it like, you know, Let's say a 6.5 out of 10. Not as good as I thought it would be, but you know, still pretty good. It's better than a lot of Brian Yuzna movies. So I would say check it out. Also, tomorrow we're gonna review Puppet Masters, 1994, and I'm thinking of doing a second week for Alien Week, because like, you know, I want to review movies like Avatar, The Hidden with Kyle MacLachlan, Guyver 2 Dark Hero, and if you guys have some suggestions, let me know. Alright, peace.